Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Global Wellness Wednesday here at 3 International. My name is Renee Lynn, and I am super excited to be here tonight. I am coming in. I am virtual, so I come in from everywhere and anywhere, but tonight I am here in Chula Vista, California. I am based between Las Vegas and La Quinta, California. I love being able to work with my patients and clients and be able to meet with them anywhere. And I think that that's really what I found, not only here in the digital platform at 3 International, but just as I looked at the last couple of years, as I've gone into my 60s and just looking at what we have available today in our world. And so tonight, I am going to tell you a little bit about 3 International. I was introduced to the company, the product line. I've suffered with a lot of different things, but primarily I suffered with some heavy metal toxicity in the form of mercury, and certainly some autoimmune issues with Hashimoto's, and different things have come up for me as I've gone through my 50s and into my early 60s. And I really found the 3 International products to enhance my vitality, my life, and my energy, and so many different things. So I am so excited to share those things with not only my world, my clients, the people that I come into contact with, but also just with all of you tonight. And one of the things as health practitioners, and you're going to hear this from Dr. Singh, also my co-host tonight, but just how important it is for us to have things that we can share with our patients that are of the highest efficacy, and things that we really can put our names behind. So with no further ado, I would like to introduce my co-host and special guest, Dr. Singh. Dr. Singh is his wife is a personal friend of mine, and we become personal friends. But bottom line is Dr. Singh is a highly, highly regarded internal medicine doctor. He is a fellow of the American College of Physicians. He's a member of the California Medical Association and Imperial County Medical Society. Mr. and Mrs. Singh, they live between San Diego and El Centro, where they have their internal medicine practice. Dr. Singh, he came here in 1989 when he earned his Doctor of Medicine. He did residencies both in neurology, ophthalmology, and I'll let him tell you a little more about all of his background, but his wife runs their Ideal Protein weight loss and wellness clinic, and that is what I did for many years, and still work with weight loss and wellness. And so that was kind of our connection there. But Dr. Singh, welcome, and would you give us some just deeper dive of background on you, and just your residency, your background, and maybe a couple things about you?
Good afternoon, Renee. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. This is wonderful to be here, the great opportunity. So you did a great start for introducing who I am and what I came from. I grew up in India. I did my medical school out there. I did a couple of trainings while I was still in India, and then I came to the US. I did my residency in internal medicine, and subsequently I have been in private practice, which is now, God, like 27 years. I enjoy what I do. It is thoroughly enjoyable. I love internal medicine. To me, it is, I think, one of the best specialties because it gives me a one-on-one interaction with patients. Surgeons are the ones who cut you open while you're asleep and go over. You never see them. I love the interaction. I love the longitudinal care, meaning I take care of patients over the years through different health conditions and guiding them through. So that is what I love about my work and patient interaction. As far as training goes, yes, I've been trained in conventional Western medicine all the way through. But I was thinking earlier today, which is very interesting, that when I was a kid, my mom would take me to what we call the allopathic doctor, which is the Western medicine doctor, and say like, oh, my son keeps getting sore throats repeatedly. They will give me antibiotics repeatedly, and then it will come back. So she actually then would take me to a homeopath. Now, so for those of you who know about homeopathy, it is very interesting. The principle on which it is based is that you are actually in microscopic doses giving the toxin that you are fighting. So what homeopathy is based is on, you give a little bit of the toxin that you want to kill, stimulate the body to produce the response, so the body heals itself. Again, India is the birthplace of Ayurveda, which is, your plants and your herbs used to treat medicine. So it is interesting, in my journey over the last 27 years, I have become more encompassing of all different modalities of treatment. There is no one single thing. I think for certain things, Western medicine is the answer. There is nothing else. You got to do it. But there are so many other ailments, and my belief has become the body needs to heal itself. If you give it the right nutrients, the ingredients, whatever you put in the body will repay you. You give it crap out. It destroys the body. You give it the best of products, and your body is healthier. So that is a bit of my training, my practice, my vision of medicine and its evolution over time.
I love that, because I truly believe that what we put in our bodies can heal us, and can if we take that holistic wellness approach, as you say, there's just so many different ways that we can work from, and we're very fortunate to have all of that. So I love that. Before we go on to our testimonials, I heard that you're like a super good cook, and you love to make libations, and you cook for your wife Karen, who is stunning and beautiful and from Malaysia, and you guys like to travel. So give me the top your favorite recipe, your favorite thing you like to make in the libations, and where's your favorite place to travel?
So favorite place, we'll go there, because you get both the libations and the food. Las Vegas. I love Las Vegas. It has become our haunt. Like, we take breaks very frequently, because as we were talking a little bit earlier, and I'll repeat it for the bigger audience, which is hopefully here, that I don't have too many physician friends, because to me, most of my colleagues are very one-dimensional. They may be spectacular physicians, but that is all they are. They are nothing else than that. I love medicine. I love the practice of medicine, but I am so much more than just a doctor. So I love to travel. Karen and I, we love to take little breaks. We'll work maybe till Wednesday afternoon or Thursday morning, and then run away to Vegas, spend 2 or 3 days there. We love to eat, drink, people watch. I don't gamble. I'd rather spend my money on eating and drinking. So that's for travel. We've been to Malaysia several times. And of course, Karen, has in her previous life as a flight supervisor, she has been to nearly every country in the world. One day I'll catch up, but hopefully soon. So that is about my travel. As far as drinks, yes, I love making cocktails. I am old school. I think I can't probably name all 10 right now, but I think every man should know the 10 basic cocktails, like an old fashioned, a Manhattan, a good martini, not the variations, but a solid martini. And one of my favorites is an aviation. It's an old, like 100-year-old cocktail. It's made with a very special ingredient. It's called crème de violet, which is violet flowers from France. They distill and make that herbal liqueur. And that is what gives the drink its amazing flavor. There's gin, maraschino liqueur, and some simple syrup, and lemon juice, which round it off. So that's the one I love. And it's when it's made perfectly, which I do, it is a perfect harmonious blend. Food. I actually am a decent cook. I'm a very decent cook. I love steak, which I try not to have too often, because it is not the healthiest, but that's okay. And then, of course, I love my Indian food, and I do very good tandoori chicken and So those are some of the things. But again, I love cooking and creating recipes. So that's my free time. So free time is cooking, libations, travel.
I love it. I love it. So a little bit about Dr. Singh on the personal level and just giving you some flavor there. Tonight, we are going to have three special guests, which I'm very excited to introduce. And first up is Tina Williams. And Tina, if you tell us a little bit about your experience with the three international products, what your favorite thing is, and kind of how it has impacted and changed your life.
Thank you for having me on this call. Many people don't know this, but 14 years ago, I had breast cancer. And after I had many surgeries and chemotherapy, my gut was a disaster. And it took me years to recover from the treatment. And still, up until I started on the three products, I was a GI mess. Now, it's ironic that I'm married to a gastroenterologist, and I was constantly complaining of stomach distress and bloating and gas. And I knew where every public restroom is within a 3-mile radius of my house because I was always running to the bathroom. And I was treated by traditional medicine several times. They put you on antibiotics to beat down the bad bacteria in your gut. And I'd be well for a while, and then it would all come back. And I would start this cycle over and over and over again. And when I started on the Vitalite, I actually started on the Vitalite, the Eternal, and the Immune all at the same time because they all had gut benefits. And I loved the products. I felt great energy from the Vitalite. I loved the taste of the Eternal, and I loved the fact that it was anti-aging. And of course, the Immune has nano silver that's so good for your GI tract. And I was just loving the products and not really paying attention to the fact that my GI symptoms were gone. And it was when my husband noticed and said, "Oh, I haven't heard about your bloating in a while." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, my symptoms are gone." And so it's been the longest period in my life that I'm not running to the bathroom. My bowel habits are regular. I don't have this queasy tummy. I don't have a tummy that looks like I'm 5 months pregnant. And so I attribute it to all of the gut benefits that are in the Vitalite, the Eternal, and the Immune. And I'm just so really grateful for all that it has done for me.
Well, thank you for that. And Dr. Singh, I'd like to ask you, what your take is on this, and especially as an internal medicine doctor. I mean, you see all of these, symptoms all of the time, and Tina's favorite is the Vitalite, although she takes the Immune and the Eternal. Why do you think her body has responded so well to this?
So interestingly, Renee, let me preface by saying that this is very, very interesting that Tina's husband is a gastroenterologist. Western medicine, right? At its best. And yet he was unable to completely alleviate his own wife's symptoms, kind of coming to the point where he knows that she is going to be using the restroom and she knows everything and she's going to complain, almost becomes blasé. And then all of a sudden he realizes that, oh, wow, I have not heard my wife complain. So this is very, very powerful when you look at it, which takes me back to initially what I said. For starters, I think there is way more to medicine than just traditional Western medicine. I think I have become a very firm believer in that the body has amazing mechanisms to heal itself. However, our diet, especially in this day and age, is so toxic. Even when we try to eat healthy or as healthy as we can, we are bereft of certain minerals, micronutrients, vitamins, which are so necessary for the body to function optimally. So the best way I can explain is that this products that she is consuming, which is 72 trace minerals and amino acids. There's probiotics, there's prebiotics, there's superfoods. And in the eternal, there's the anti-aging. You have the glutathione in there. And then the immune, especially with the nanosilver, which I said nanosilver is an antiseptic. It is almost like an antibiotic. All of those things help the body perform optimally. So what she has done, what Tina has done, is she has taken products which her body was lacking, given them those, and now her body is working at a much, much better fashion, more optimally speaking.
Thank you so much. I love that. I totally agree with that. Well, next up is Lisa Gentles coming in from Texas. And I've had the pleasure of going to Hong Kong with Lisa and traveling. And Lisa, I can say, like, you move good, girl. Tell us a little bit about your experience here.
Okay, thanks, Renee. It's fun to be here. Well, I have had extreme pain in my joints, all my joints. Well, not all. My elbows are still pretty good, but my feet, my ankles, my hands, my neck, my back, knees, hips, everything but my elbows have considerable joint pain, or they did. That I'm so much better. It was actually affecting every aspect of my life. And so I would try to just, if you move around too much, it aggravates all your joints. If you sit down too much, it aggravates your joints. And so we have 13 grandkids. And so I try to just save myself for the kids, so I would try not to do anything until they would be here, and we'd go somewhere. Todd would always drop me at the door. And so I wouldn't have to walk very far. It was getting to the point where I could not, I couldn't make a fist. I couldn't walk very much. I couldn't move around. So I was gaining weight, and everything was being affected by my mobility. And so when I started taking the Revive, I actually noticed the first day that it took away some of the constant pain. It started taking the edge off of that pain immediately. And so I noticed it right away, because I was at an event when I tried it, and I had to walk somewhere, and I didn't even think about it. It wasn't hurting me like it normally does. And so I was very excited. And so I take the Revive, and now I can actually, I know it's helped with the inflammation for me. The joint pain is so much less. And I can ride my bike now. I can travel. Renee, I could not have done what we did in Hong Kong without the Revive. I could not have done it, because just walking around, and I can tell you, one of the airports we went to, this will kind of tell you how much I've gone from not being able to make a fist and having to just sit around all the time. I didn't run, but I was walking extremely fast from the gate. We had 10 minutes to get to our plane. Well, when we finally get to where we were, it was gate 80 or something. My watch said, "It looks like you're working out. Would you like me to start the workout?" That's how fast I was moving. And I never would have been able to do that without the Revive. It has made so much difference in the pain I had. I have so much less pain, and just my bones aren't aching. I'm not stiff like I was. I can ride my bike. I can just do everything. So I'm excited.
That's and it's such a pleasure to recommend something and then have someone results. And doctors, I know that you experience Revive yourself, and that you take all 6 of our products. But tell me what your is on why Lisa has really just responded so positively.
So first of all, Lisa, congratulations. I'm glad you're doing so much better. That is amazing.
Thank you.
And I hope you continue to stay that way and improve even further. So that is awesome. So before I even go into the Revive and Lisa's, I'm going to give you a personal testimonial with Kiran, my wife. Again, Western medicine. A few months ago, she complained to me that her knee was hurting. So as a good husband, I ignored her for a little bit. And then afterwards, when, she was having difficulty walking, almost limping, I was like, I examined her and I was like, okay, you need to get an x-ray done. We got to see what's going on. But between one thing and another, she did not get around to doing the x-ray. But during that time, we got our shipment for the products. So she started the Revive, and literally a week later, she is bouncing around till today without any knee pain. So again, goes back to the same thing. Our bodies are breaking down as we age, as days go by. Our diets are not giving us the proper nutrients that we need so we can mount a proper defense against inflammation in our body. And this is where these products come in with all the ingredients in it, whether it's a curcumin, whether it's the shiitake mushroom extract or grapeseed extract. All of these things are helping support a healthier inflammatory system in the body, evening out if you are overly inflamed and helping step up to get to the correct level of inflammation. So this is where these products, I think, are amazing, because the technology also for these products is amazing, because you can take all these other vitamins, because I can tell you, I used to take chondroitin and glucosamine for several months on end and noticed no difference. So I'm actually on this, and I had partially torn my biceps, and it's already getting better. So these products work because A, your body needs certain ingredients to help it heal. B, you can give those ingredients, but if they do not get absorbed, that is redundant. So these products have an amazing liposomal technology for absorption. So it gets to where the cells need it and helps the body fight the inflammation.
I'm glad that you mentioned our absorption system, which is the biggest part of what we do, is being that cellular absorption technology company, because without that, all of these ingredients wouldn't work. I love that. All right. Well, Jennifer is out on a 500-mile ride, and
Yes.
I'm so excited to have you here. I know she's coming in remotely.
Yes.
Jennifer, tell us a little bit about you and what you're doing right now. You're extreme athlete, and just how what your experience has been at 3.
Well, thank you, Renee. Yeah, so right now I'm sure some of you have heard of it. It's called RAGBRAI. So I'm in Iowa right now. Actually, I'm in Des Moines. We just rolled into Des Moines just a couple hours ago. But it's a 500-mile ride through the state of Iowa from one side all the way to the other. And so I'm not a cyclist. I've been very athletic all my life, but not into bicycling at all. So my friend convinced me to do this. I'm like, yeah, this is going to be great. Well, we've been training now for about 6 months to do this ride. And it's been Iowa, and the humidity and the heat right now it's been killing us. You can see I'm in a car right now. We've been camping out. So we're looking real good. We're looking really good we've been here. It's for 7 days straight. We've been here now. Today was our 4th day riding. But when I first started training for this riding, I had walking pneumonia, and I couldn't stop. We had to train. So there was, even if I had pneumonia or not, I had to get on the bike and I had to ride. So I started taking the Immune. Immune is, there was for my, it helped with my gut, my immune system. And right after that, my pneumonia went away, and then I've never been sick again. I have to hand it to the Immune, and it's been now 6-7 months, and I haven't had a cold, sniffle, allergies. I haven't had anything, no gut problems, no nothing. The Immune has really, I live by it now. It's like I take Immune right now, and I'm taking Revive from my muscle stiffness and soreness in my muscles, because it's been a hardcore riding this. I've already gone like 250 miles, I think, right now. So we still have like 3 more days to go. It's grueling, though. It's tough ride. I know a few of you probably on this Zoom have done it, and praise to you doing it. But yeah, and I also take Vitalite as well. So it's with those 3, those are like I have to have those on a daily basis, just to, right now, for the past 6-7 months, they've been fantastic. And I cannot, I can't say anything better about them. But immune, I mean, if you're really, it just has supported my immune system like there's no tomorrow. I mean, I honestly can sit here and tell you honestly, I have not been sick 6-7 months now. So it's been great, you know, and I'm still riding and I'm doing great. So far, so good. Yeah, no heart attacks yet.
Amazing. I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
You know, please note for everybody listening that all of these
Yeah.
testimonials are personal. They are not meant or intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or
No,
prevent any
no.
disease.
Mm-mm.
Thank you, Jennifer, for that. And Dr.
Well,
Singh,
thank you.
you know, I know that you have a professional opinion on just how immune works, and it's just so interesting for me. Once I started taking immune, like my allergies that I took Claritin for daily, just, you know, this seemed to really, I could support myself naturally, and my sinuses stay clear. So I'll let you, you know, just really comment on what you think this is doing for Jennifer.
So I think, again, she's taking 3 different products and they all are working in harmony to improve her health. You know, the Revive is helping her with her athletic endeavors, and she's able to perform much better because she has less inflammation in the body. As far as, you know, the immune goes, I think this is an amazing blend of products because we are constantly bombarded by different harmful chemicals, toxins, which are attacking the body, and we need to maintain our immune system in a very balanced state. If your immunity is low, we are susceptible to disease, to infection, to pneumonia, to whatever you have it. And if you are in a hyper state of inflammation or your immune system is over-responsive, that is kind of what like some of the rheumatological illnesses or the autoimmune disorders are. So it is very important to keep your immune system in a perfectly harmonious place. And this is where all these products come in, especially that nano silver, where you are keeping your body in a perfect state of balance as far as your immune system goes. So it can fight some of the things, but it can elevate your own system to be able to defend against something which attacks it. But again, all of these things would not be possible. And I think we need to talk a bit more about the liposomal absorption technology, because when you look at the body on a cellular level, you know, people think of like, I ate food and where does the food go? Or if I take these supplements, where do they go? They are absorbed into your body. And ultimately, where they need to go is inside the cell, inside that tiny microscopic cell. And this is where the delivery system for liposomal technology comes in, that this allows that supplements and all these products we are taking to be delivered into the cell where it can do its work, which is why they work so well in supporting all different functions. So this is my key take on immune per se, but in general for a lot of these products, that at the end of the day, you can have the best of these products, but packaged differently. They are not going to get absorbed in your body. They were not going to help you, and you will, for lack of a better word, just excrete them. And I do not wish to be very gross, but I'm a physician. I deal with this. I can give you my personal example. Before I started with these products, I used to take Centrum multivitamin. Well, I used to take it in the morning. As I do all of these, I take all 6 together without a problem. But I used to take one Centrum multivitamin in the morning and it would make me nauseated for the next 2 hours. But number 2, when I would go use the restroom, the urine would be a fluorescent yellow color. And I thought, that's great, I'm absorbing it. Actually, I wasn't. I was absorbing it into the bloodstream to pee it out through the kidneys. So with these, I am not noticing that. I mean, the urine is normal color. So what is actually happening is all of these products that you are consuming, whether it's a Vitalite, whether it's the Immune, whether it's the Revive, it is getting absorbed into your body and in the bloodstream. And then from there, because of that technology, the liposomal technology, it is getting delivered across the cell membrane into your cells, which is the place where all the magic happens. So I hope that answers the question you were looking at, Renee.
Yes, absolutely. I love that. And we have 6 different products. We didn't talk about a couple of them, but you can find out more about all of our products. And Dr. Singh, would you take a minute to talk about why it is so just efficacious and important to our company that our products are in the prescriber's digital reference?
Oh, of course. I think for anybody who wants to take a product, it just lends it so much validity that it is listed in the PDR. Now, for old timers, we will all remember the physician's desk reference. It used to be a big, thick book, which was on every doctor's office table or the place where the student worked, because every medication that you can think of is in that book. Well, guess what? With this company, all 6 products are listed in the PDR. All you have to do is type 3 into the PDR. Well, now it's digital, so they call it the prescriber's digital reference, but you just type 3 and all 6 come up. So all of the ingredients has been vetted by the PDR to prove that they are efficacious, and they are listed in there. And these 6 products are in the PDR. So I think there is I don't think there's any other company which has each and every of their supplements and products in the PDR. There are certain companies which might have 1 or 2 products, but not the others. So this just goes to validate the efficacy, the quality of the product, that it is in the PDR, a reference that physicians use to look up prescription medications and what have you, and it is there. So to me, this was one of the biggest things which convinced me that no, the quality is amazing, the technology is standby, and we just have an amazing suite of products, which actually, it's very interesting. If somebody would ask me, hey, which is the one product for me, or which is the best, I'm at a loss, because that would be if somebody had 6 children and somebody said, who do you love the most? All of them. So I mean, I guess, it could be the Vitalite, the Eternal, which is the anti-aging antioxidant, and the immune. And then depending on what conditions people have or what they're trying to achieve, one could add more. I'm a huge fan of Purify, because we're constantly bombarded by toxins. There's a lot of patients who are taking 10 or 12 medications, so many side effects from these. You need to be able to optimize your body to take all that waste and get rid of it. So that's where Purify comes in. I know we didn't talk about that, but I think that's an amazing product also. So all in all, I think I would wholeheartedly support people to be able to consume all 6, but if not, at least the Vitalite, the Eternal, and the Immune would be the core, and then add other things. For women, I think the collagen would be amazing, because it's really strengthening your own collagen and making you look younger. And then, of course, for athletes, the Revive is amazing.
Well, thank you. I think the collagen's for everybody, because we want everybody to not only have amazing skin, but like it's all in your joints and tendons and ligaments and all throughout your body. So I love the collagen. I love all of them too, Dr. Singh. All right, last but not least, just as you take a look at, I know we were talking the other day about kind of where you see your practice heading and working remotely to, have a bigger reach globally. And do you see yourself here with the 3 platform, traveling the world and sharing this goodness in other countries? Because we are in 14 countries now.
Oh, totally. No, totally. Because like I said, I do not define myself by my profession. I am so much more. I want to do so much more. And, with 3, I think what it gives me is, because Kira and I have been talking for the last year or so of stepping back and retiring from active practice. I probably will take up locums here and there, but, I think this is a great suite of products. The fact that you're in 14 countries already is so amazing. And I hope we can go in other countries and engage people with these amazing products. And I can see myself totally being remote and being able to spread the message and get people's health and wellness improved across the globe. And I could be anywhere doing this. So in terms of people who are on the Zoom call today. I think this is a great business opportunity for you. It's just about sharing the amazing results that you can have and letting people know. And in the end, I think it's all about helping your friends, your relatives, the people that you know achieve a better health and wellness, globally speaking.
I love that. Thank you so much for being here, Dr. Singh and Lisa and Tina and Jennifer. And thank you to everyone who has joined us from around the world. We really appreciate you. Thank you, guys. Take
Well, thank
care.
you so much.
See you soon. Bye, everybody.